Hey, what is up guys? Hasib here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the hot tech topic of these days, the upcoming iPhone 12 series. Since the past few years, it's getting more easier to get leaks and designs of phones before they are even released to the public, which gives us insight of what the phones are going to look like. So before I start, if you do like my video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content to come in the future. First of all, talking about the lineup of the phones, this year it is expected that we would be getting 4 phones instead of 3 as we got last year as the iPhone 11 series. There would be 2 Pro models and 2 standard iPhone models. First, we'll have the iPhone 12 with a 5.4 inches display, and secondly the iPhone 12 with a 6.1 inches display. But I'm not sure if the second phone would be called the iPhone 12 Plus or the iPhone 12 Max. The next phone is the same 6.1 inches but with some more specs than the standard iPhone 12, which will be called as the iPhone 12 Pro. And the last one, iPhone 12 Pro Max, which has a massive screen of 6.7 inches. I don't know if Apple has been very lazy or what their strategy is because they haven't changed the front of their phones for about 3 generations now and it's getting frustrating. But the renders show that this time there might be a change to the front of the phone. The phone might have a smaller notch, smaller in width, but there have also been rumors that the width of the notch would stay the same, but it wouldn't be as deep down on the screen area as the previous phones. Now the overall screen to body ratio would also increase as the bezels would also be about 1 mm thinner, so overall the front of the phone would look updated. Now let's flip the phones and talk about the back of the phone. We have a slight change in the layout of the cameras. The smaller iPhone models might just have the same camera layout as the ones in the iPhone 11s, but there is a triple camera setup in the Pro models plus an additional feature. And no, the fourth circular cutout isn't a new camera. It's a LiDAR sensor that we've recently seen in the iPad Pro. For those who don't know what it is, it's basically a sensor that analyzes the environment using laser pulses for a better 3D analysis and a massively improved augmented reality experience. The exact location of that sensor isn't fixed yet, but there are high chances that it might be on the lower right or the upper right of the camera's setup. A little design change might also be there relative to the camera bump of the phones. The iPhone 11's camera protrude in a dual manner. The rectangular borders stick out and the circular camera stick out from it as well, giving it a weird design, but that looked just fine. But on the iPhone 12, it's more like the iPad Pro design, where the cameras itself don't stick out that much and are more polished into the rectangular glass portion, giving it an even look. Talking about the sides of the phone, we have a design change that I personally like. The sides now look like they have been impressed by the classical iPhone 4 and 5 series, which have flat-edged metal frame. That is also seen in the iPad Pro, and no doubt that this looks way better than the previous designs we have seen. But it's not quite sure yet if all the iPhones will have that flat-edged design. The Pro models are sure to have that, but the two non-Pro models are not quite confirmed. A little detail is there with the power button as it's been moved a little lower on the frame this time, which makes perfect sense as the phones are getting bigger and bigger and that location would be much more comfortable on the hand. Moreover, it was expected that the lightning port would now be changed with the USB Type-C port like in the iPad Pro, but it doesn't seem like Apple is going to change that in the iPhone 12 series. One thing that I forgot to mention is that the new iPhones are expected to be 5G supported, which also explains the antenna bands, which are now slightly thicker than the previous ones we have seen, as it gives more room for signals to pass and give better reception. Moving on towards the last thing, that is the prices of these phones. Apple really expanded their range this time with this year's phones. The iPhone 12 Pro is expected to start at $999 and the 12 Pro Max model might be around $1100. On the other hand, the two non-Pro models are not that expensive as the 6.1 inches iPhone 12 costs around $750 and the smaller iPhone 12, the 5.4 inches one, would start at $650, which is $50 less than the iPhone 11. The phones are expected to be released on September this year, but as the situations are right now with coronavirus happening around the world, the official release date might be delayed. The prices and the release dates aren't totally confirmed till the last moment, so it's hard to give the exact time and the exact number. So that is it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for more content and more rumors and leaks that would come as time passes. Make sure to give my video a like, a subscribe would be massively appreciated. See you guys in the next one. Allah Hafiz.